Hey there, it's Ann Sibley here. I am a songwriting coach, and I wanted to talk to you, a musician, a songwriter, a person who wants to share their voice in the world, feels good being creative, not always, and really needs to take the next brave steps that are calling to you. And I was in my 20s when I first learned how to play a few chords on the guitar. And I'd been a singer since a really young age. But it wasn't until then I learned a couple chords on the guitar. All of a sudden, like music, these original songs just started pouring out of me. And it really makes sense looking back. I loved writing poetry. I loved reading books. I've been a librarian has been one of my careers, so I'm definitely a storyteller. I'm a lover of stories. And it wasn't until that age where I picked up that instrument, I took those next brave steps that I started to write songs. And it was really interesting at the time, there were very few women playing instruments. I was looking at all these bands coming through town. We lived in Wyoming and Jackson Hole at the time, and all the bands had men. And if the women were in the band, they were usually just singing. But then some bands started to come through, and some women were playing guitar, and a woman was playing violin, and I really got inspired. And songwriting has been such a gift ever since then. And if you are a songwriter, not out there sharing your songs, like there's a part of you, and I've been there, that doesn't feel as alive. Perhaps you don't feel inspired. Perhaps you're like starting songs and not finishing them. You feel stuck, or you just feel like you almost feel unused. You feel unopened, almost like a flower that like just hasn't been able to like open its petals in a long time. I know that feeling. I know especially the feeling that comes from writing songs and sharing songs with real people. Now, I did that for many decades. I put out a lot of albums. Now, our first album was um, all cover songs, and I ended up throwing on one original song at the last minute. And what was so wild is we were performing at these ski resorts, and I would throw in my original song from time to time. And then the album came out, and people started to say, "I really love that song that you wrote." And that really encouraged me. And right, it made me feel seen. Like you can see how just talking about it lights me up. And that's my job as a songwriting coach, is like, how do I help light you up? How do I help get your songs heard, get your songs written, get you back out there? Perhaps there's, that next house concert, or that next gig, or, that next like even Zoom gathering that you're going to put together. So writing our songs, sharing them really turns on a light inside. And when that light is on, more songs get written, more courage and confidence. So I've been, for the last year and a half, almost 2 years, I have been running 6-week online songwriting courses, and also working privately with people on their music. So, what that means is I'm your life coach, right? I'm your songwriting coach. I am your coach who's been out touring. I've recorded albums. I've played my original songs in front of people when they were brand new, or when they've been out for years. And I've lived in the songwriting world. And like I said, in this last year and a half, I've been working with people, and I love working one on one with people. We work together for a few months at a time. I have a couple different coaching packages, but I'm there for you. And we're only talking about your music. I mean, when do you get that in your life, right? You're helping your kids, you're working for your boss, you're calling your parents, you're buying gift, like on and on and on, all these adult responsibilities. Where is there time for creativity? Where is there a space where we can just look at your music and your songs? Might play a song for me that day. You might say, I've been stuck on this one for so long. Do you think it needs a bridge? What do you think of this one? And I give people that special focus, and I love my job. And I love my job in those moments where I get to hear your songs. Now, if you're looking to, have somebody that like knows how to write a song that's going to be a big hit in Nashville, likely you're not if you found me. But that's not me. I am come from this heart-centered approach that wants to help you shift your mindset so you continue to be the best version of you, not anyone else's best song, not anyone else's best version, not lots of rules and things you should be doing, but to really look at what your inner critic is saying. What are the blocks that are keeping you from writing from your own intuition? And we get down to the nitty gritty of like how to get it on the schedule, how to keep up, your songwriting during the week. Where can you come and share your songs? A lot of times that's in my groups, in the Zooms that I do. I do workshops. I'm going to be doing a songwriting summit. I have a special, by invitation only, in-person songwriting retreat with all the people that have been in my courses and groups. So I am, what's that word? Curating. I almost said cultivating, but it's that too. I'm curating places where you can also share your music, be seen, be heard. But I see you. I want to hear your songs. It's not about whether things are good or bad. It's not about whether your songs are falling into a certain like category or mold. It's about how do you feel when you write a song? Why do you want to write? If it's making you feel good, then let's do it more. If it's not making you feel good, then we're also going to work on those things that are like in the way. There's too much like struggling, I've heard people say, or battling, or I'm like, wait, wait, wait. We don't want to be battling with our songwriting. We want to make friends with all of this creative life. There's so much life to be lived. I have somehow been on this destiny and this track, right? All this dharma, karma of living a creative life. And I have had to constantly say yes, give myself permission, and get past blocks to continue to be creative. And I'm here for you. If any of this is resonating with you and ringing that bell inside of you that's like, yes, 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 I totally get what she's talking about, reach out to me. I do free consultation calls. That's the place to start. You and I get on a Zoom or a phone call. You tell me about your songwriting. You tell me where you need help, and we see how we can work together from there. All right, guys. So do something inspiring today. Allow yourself to receive inspiration from this beautiful world, from beautiful music. I truly believe that music is healing, and I believe that so many of us are called to be songwriters. We process life through it. We heal ourselves through it. It's really powerful stuff, and I get it. I get it, and I want you to get it too. I want you to be part of this. All right, guys, take care. Reach out to me today. Don't wait. My coaching schedule fills up. My songwriting courses fill up. So reach out today, and I look forward to working with you. Okay, take care. Bye.